Hi, I'm Baz Got Banned from YouTube, and today I'll be picking a selection in each race at Cheltenham Festival on Wednesday the 11th of March using trends and data.
Okay, welcome back to another video by Baz Got Banned from YouTube, or you may know me as Last Man Balling on X. In this video, I'll be using data and historical trends to select a horse in every race on Wednesday the 11th March, 2026, also known as Ladies' Day, at Cheltenham Festival. In the 120, the Turner's Novices Hurdle over 2 mile 5, I'm going with I'll Sort That, currently around 12 to 1. He's a progressive 6-year-old who's won 4 of his 5 hurdle starts, and he's already proven over this sort of trip, which is important in a race that normally goes to horses with solid form around 2 mile 4 to 2 mile 5. The favourite, No Drama, This End, around 4 to 1, clearly has ability, but his rating of 144 doesn't give him a huge edge over the rest of the field, which makes this look a more open race than the market suggests. Skylight Hustle is another popular pick, but he hasn't really proven himself at this distance yet. With the favourite not miles clear on the numbers, it could pay to look slightly deeper in the betting, and I'll Sort, that fits the improving profile of horses that often step forward again at the festival.
I'll Sort That is prolific as he takes it to another level in the Ballymore Novice.
The 2 o'clock, the Brown Advisory Novices Chase over 3 mile 1, usually goes to a proper staying novice, and Romeo Coolio looks tailor-made for it. He's about 4 to 1 at the moment and arrives here in excellent form, having won his last 4 starts, posting ratings in the 168 region, which are among the best in the field. He's a 7-year-old, which is the ideal age for this race, and he's already proven over the 3 mile trip, which is often crucial here. Final Demand, around 9 to 2, is the obvious danger, but he was beaten last time and doesn't arrive with quite the same momentum. Romeo Coolio looks like a strong staying type who should relish this test, and he's the one I will be backing to win the Brown Advisory.
Romeo Coolio and Jack Kennedy, by over 2 lengths to Carges, to her credit, is staying on again. Romeo Coolio from Carges, Romeo Coolio, Carges!
Next up at 2:40, the BetMGM Cup Handicap Hurdle over 2 mile 5, and this is always a competitive handicap. I'm taking a chance on Beckett Rock around 25 to 1, who looks fairly treated off a mark in the high 139s. He's the right age for this race, has plenty of hurdle experience, and shapes like the step up to this trip suits him well. The favourite Stormheart, roughly 6 to 1, clearly has the class, but he's carrying 11 stone 10, which is a big weight in a race like this. In handicaps like this, I prefer something lower down the weights that could still be improving, and Beckett Rock fits that mould nicely. A solid each-way selection.
Beckett Rock will hold off bunting to score by length. Is Danny Mullins, is Beckett Rock.
The 320, the Glenfarr class cross-country chase over nearly 3 mile 6, is a completely different test, and course experience counts for plenty. Favori de Champdou looks the most solid option, and he's around 5 to 2. He's an 11-year-old who already has strong form over these cross-country fences and arrives here in great shape after winning his last 2 races. Last year's winner, Stumptown, around 11 to 4, is favourite for a reason, but he carries 11 stone 10 this time and returns from a fairly long break. Favori de Champdou has the course form, the stamina, and arrives in peak condition, which makes him the one to beat in my opinion.
Favori de Champdou, who's really fighting on and Search for Glory over the top of them. They're wide across the track. Favori de Champdou and Sam Ewing have come back to win the Paddy Par.
The 4 p.m. Champion Chase is the feature on Wednesday, and Madgeborough looks the class act of the race. He's currently around 4 to 5 and brings a rating in the 174 range, which is comfortably the highest in the field. He's only 6, but already has top-class 2 mile chase form, and comes here off a strong win last time out. Il était temps, about 5 to 1, is a very talented horse, but he fell on his latest start, which raises a small question mark. If Madgeborough jumps cleanly and runs to his usual level, he simply sets the standard in this race and should win with relative ease.
Madgeborough's over and clear. From Fan to 50, Marine National, an argument next, well clear of Solness. They're very well strung out in the closing stages of the Ladbrokes Dublin Chase. As Madgeborough fulfills his potential, is romping to victory in the Ladbrokes Dublin Chase.
The 440, the Grand Annual over 2 miles, is another ultra-competitive handicap, but Jazzy Matty makes plenty of appeal at around 7-1. He's a 7-year-old rated 143, which is right in the sweet spot for recent winners, and he carries 11 stone 2, a very workable weight in a race like this. He also has Cheltenham Festival form, which is always a big plus around here. The favourite Be Aware, around 11-2, sits near the top of the handicap carrying 11 stone 6, which historically isn't the easiest position from which to win this race. Jazzy Matty looks well treated and could run a big race.
And it's Jazzy Matty from Unexpected Party. My mate Mozzie is still running on. Jazzy Matty, Unexpected Party fighting on Willie. Jazzy Matty just doing best, grinds it out to win the Grand Annual.
And finally, the Champion Bumper. It's always a relatively tricky race to predict with so many unexposed horses, but Broadway Ted is the one I like at around 14-1, as he's been showing the kind of improvement you normally see from bumper winners at Cheltenham Festival. He's trained by Gordon Elliott and has won both of his starts so far, including once with Sean Bowen on board, as he is again today. Irish trained runners have dominated this race for years, and Broadway Ted already has strong form over similar trips, which is important. The favourite, Love Sign Donu, about 9-2, comes from the Willie Mullins yard and obviously commands respect. But Broadway Ted has a very similar profile and offers much better value.
Broadway Ted has come after them. It's only a game next. Falling back is Generous Risk, and it's Broadway Ted and With No Limits scrapping it out from Charismatic Kid. They're head and head. A gripper here. Broadway Ted With No Limit fights back on the inside. Can't call that.
So that's I'll Sort That, Romeo Coolio, Beckett Rock, Favori de Chamdu, Margeborough, Jazzy Matty, and Broadway Ted. Good luck if you follow.
So that's that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to Baz Got Banned on YouTube or follow Last Man Bowling on X for a video like this for every day of the Cheltenham Festival. Let's win some sweet, sweet moolah.